Baking texture map with default Blender is time consuming and also it's very annoying, especially if you're dealing with a complicated shader node. So the whole process is you need to UV unwrap your model and then you need to make sure that the UVs are not overlapping, and then you need to add an image texture node for individual materials and then bake all the essential maps. And if there is any decal that present in your model, then that's another pain in the ass. But I have a solution for you. This is Matricx Bake, a powerful Blender add-on to simplify the baking process. So this add-on can handle the UV work and bake the material and bake the decal map, and finally delivers a clean game ready texture. So if you're someone who making 3D model and selling online, or you want to bring your 3D model into a game engine, this add-on is for you. So watch the full video because it's going to save you a lot of time. So for those of you who are watching this may think like there are many add-ons are available for baking and why we should choose Matricx Bake. That's a good question, and to answer to that, I would recommend you to watch the entire workflow and then you decide whether you want Matricx Bake or any other add-on. Is that sound fair enough? Let's get into it. So where do you get Matricx? Blender Market, Gumroad. The link will be in the description. Purchase the add-on, install it into your Blender, and then you can press the N key to open up the side panel, and from there you can able to view the add-on. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use this model. It has a beautiful texture with some decal, and it actually contains a edgeware mask. So when I go to the cycle engine, you can able to see the imperfection on the edges. So we are going to bake the material and the decal and then make it into a game ready texture. So before that, I would like to also show you the shader node so that you can able to see how complicated the node shader is. So here you can see we have a big nodes that connecting to several nodes, and let's see how the add-on can simplify the process. So first we need to follow 6 steps in order to get a clean texture. So the first one, which is to prepare your mesh for baking. So for that you need to UV unwrap your model. So here we offer 2 modes. One which is normal, can handle a simple modeling like this one, and then advanced. So if you're having a subdivision and heavy boolean running onto the surface, you can choose advanced. So for this one, you can use this one, and let's unwrap instantly. Alright, the unwrap is done, and let's verify how the UV looks. So here you can see that we have a clean UV, and you can also check if there is any overlap. It doesn't. That's a good thing. So the first step is completed. The next step, which is to bake the material. Here you need to choose the baking map. So I need a base color, roughness, metallic, normal, and if you want you can also choose the extra map. And then we have a quality, so you can bake up to 8K resolution, and for the scene I would go with 1K because that bakes fast, so you don't really have to wait till the bake is complete. And then we have folder. You can assign folder where you want your bake map needs to be saved, or you can choose auto folder, which will put your baking into a temporary folder. And then we have a format, so you can choose any format you like. And then we have save mode. So the first one, which will save your texture as images in the place where you assigned, and the second one, which is create a folder specifically for your image and put that into that, which is more organized. And next we have a map packing. So if you're familiar with the game engine texture like ORM for Unity and RMA, then you can choose any of those, but if you don't want them, you can set it to none. And then we have a scope, like we have a 4 mode, one which is active object. So the active object is the one we selected, which is highlighted with the light orange is the active, that will get baked. And next we have a selected object, so whatever you selected will be get baked. And then we have collection. So collection is really interesting, like if you want to bake a specific parts of your mesh, then you can put them into a collection and then bake that collection. And next we have visible objects, so whatever visible in your viewport will be get baked. And next we have a texture set, like if you want multiple mesh present in a one single texture, then you can choose this one texture set, which will bake all the mesh into a one single texture file. So a lot of users recommended me to add the feature. So yeah, that is the one we added in the new version. And then we have a performance tab where you can choose your graphics card, and I will leave it to auto detect, so let it detect my GPU. And then we have a bake sample. 2 is fine, which is faster, and if you want you can also increase the value. And before you click on bake, I would recommend you to check it. Like we have a analytics which will tells you whether it's ready to bake or not, and if there is any issue it will report it at the bottom, like the UVs are overlapping, something like that. So it's better to check it and then click on bake. Alright, within a few seconds it finished baking the materials. So let's set up the bake map. So I'm going to open a new tab on the left and switch this to shader editor. And right now you can see that it's still using the shader node and it doesn't have the bake texture. So we need to set up it. So it's very simple. All you have to do is just click on this setup bake material, and this will automatically set up the bake map for you. There you have it. Now we can able to see the edge wear on the corner, and since we bake this with a low resolution, it will have some missing in the quality, but that's fine. If I want, I can even bake it with a higher quality. I just want to show you. And we got our bake maps, and next step, which is to bake the decal. So let me show you how that works. So we close the step 2 because we completed, and the step 3, which is to bake the decal. So select your decal and select your object, and then choose your map. I don't want the normal because it doesn't have any depth, so I leave it unchecked. And there is no emission. I only want this 4, and I need a speed, and the default settings are fine. I can simply click on the bake decal. There you have it. Once it baked the decal map, it also opened the folder. So yeah, now we need to combine the material with the decal bake, because right now if I delete the decal, there's nothing will be here. So I have to combine both maps. So what I need to do is I select my model and then go to the step 4, which is to combine decal bake and the material bake. So the decal bake is already assigned. Now we need to choose the bake material where we saved. There it is. Accept, and then click on combine. And now we can able to see the decal that's get printed on the material. But when you go to the shader node, you can still see that it's plugin with several nodes. This is not allowed for a game engine because game engine required a simple texture like this one. So for that, what we need to do is we need to run a final bake, which will bake everything into a simple texture. So you can choose the settings that you choose in the base material. And then for the sample, it's too high. I would like to set this to 5. And then I can simply click on the bake. Alright, so the final bake is also completed. Now let's see how it looks in the shader node. Now we can able to see that we only have simple textures. So this is now ready to export into a game texture. But before that, I just want you to know that there is also one option exists for game asset users. So once you just verify that the model is converted into a low poly and everything is done, the mesh is clean, you can then export into a game asset. You can choose the format, you can choose the engine, and then you can use the simple thing like a triangulate your model, apply the modifier, everything, and then you can simply export it into a game asset. And once you've done that, it looks something like this, where your model will be exported and your texture also get exported. So that is Matricx Bake, which simplify the texturing process. So you notice that we don't even visit anything, we don't even have to plug in any nodes. Everything can be done with this side panel. So it only takes like 2 to 3 minutes to complete the texturing work. So yeah, you can get this add-on, and if you see any issue with importing, or if there is something that the Matricx Bake doesn't support your texture, you can always email me or contact me through my social media platform. I can able to solve you and give you a new version. And if I still can't able to solve your issue, you can always get your money back and there's no issue. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.